The ocean is dying. Now I see I've got all your attention, so let me continue real quick. So I want to talk about a subject that is widely known but isn't really talked about. I'm going to talk about, well, the pollution in the ocean, why it's important to me and should be for all of us. The ocean helps us with our everyday lives, and I'd like to talk about the devastation of the pollution in our oceans. Now, as a scuba diver for around a year now, so, congratulations for that, and a fisherman for 5 years, where I mostly fish around in streams, the better health of the ocean and even rivers of life is very important to me. And, well, there's many, again, like I stated, there's many reasons why it should be important to you, as it helps our better health of our community. So, I'm gonna discuss what are the various wonders. Why should we care about saving our ocean? Then looking at the devastation caused by pollution, and then maybe what you can do, even if it's the tiny steps of how you can help our environment. So, back to that first point. Why do we care? What's in it for us? Well, a little known fact about this, according to a journal written by the GPO, by some researchers, there's like 8 of them, by the Geographical Research Organization, they state that 50% of our oxygen actually comes from the ocean. Didn't know that, did you? And they come specifically from oxygen zones, and basically, to what those are, they're basically little areas in tropical areas all across the globe that basically are the reason that provide us with our 50% of oxygen. And wouldn't you know it, pollution is a big factor in, hindering that. Another thing as well, of course, the biggest thing when we have to talk about pollution is our endangered animals, of course. I'm sure we all know of the endangered animals. Do you know how many are endangered due to pollution? Well, according to a book written by A.G. Miskowitz, I think that's how you say his last name, there's the giant clam, the bluefin tuna, sea turtles, etc. But the one I want to look at leading into this point more is an article written by the Shanghai Ocean University, which is the longfin mako shark. Now, why is this important, for the whole thing? Well, the longfin mako shark is it's about to go extinct, and the reason for that is they found plastics in its systems, killing them slowly but surely. And the reason for this isn't just because of the mako itself, but because they realized this with the other surrounding species. So, again, that's, a big factor going into it. So, we looked at what resources is, what it provides us, but let's look at the bigger picture now. I've mentioned plastics, but let's move along the specifics. We got to look at, data to know what we're looking at. So, first off, let's look at the pollution, and a big factor, according to the World Animal Foundation, there are about 5 global garbage patches in the world. What basically that is it's a ton of trash just sitting in the ocean. The biggest one is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which holds 1.8 trillion trash. Yeah, that is, we have 8 billion people on Earth. That's more than us, so consider that. Furthermore, it is stated by the, hold on a moment. It is stated by the, the Communications Co. company that we've only removed 25,000 pounds, which is a lot. I mean, it's nothing to scoff at. That's not even 1/4 of it. And, there's not really much that we ourselves can really do about that. So, with that, with big amounts of pollution, you just think maybe this doesn't just affect our oxygen, it also affects what we eat and our overall human health. An example written by the Aquatic Toxicity Company says that there are basically cytotoxic toxins of copper ions Now, that's a lot of fancy words, but this basically equates to you're basically due to global warming, it hits the pollution, and then the fish eat it, and in turn, basically poisons them, and meaning that you are indirectly poisoning yourself without even knowing it. And this doesn't even, this doesn't equate to fish. This can equate to the water. It's just generally a bad time. So, let that sink in, There's 1.8 trillion of trash, right? We're looking at it. We're poisoning ourselves from our food and water. And, that's not good, So what can we do? What solutions do we have into helping it? Even if it's small steps. Small things matter in the long run. Well, first off, according to a Washington Post written by Rachel McCree, pollution, you think, oh, I got to go to the beaches, clean up the shores, that's exhausting. But no, it's actually 80% of the pollution comes from river streams, fun fact. Microplastics have been found in the springs, and they go into the ocean from the streams. And, that's 80%. So you could just stop it at the source and go clean up your local river. Even if it's like barely any trash, it's still helpful in the long run. Another example was written by a fellow researcher at Washington Post, whose name is Erica Cherokee, I think. If you look at my desk, actually, you see I bought that for this presentation. The Sprite bottle, yes, I know. We probably have two questions. One, why did we buy it? Why did I buy this for the presentation? And two, look at the color of the bottle itself. It's clear. I know that most of us know that it used to not be clear. It used to be green. That was because people protested against the color of it, because when you burn it, it's very toxic for the air. So you as an American consumer can convince these companies from just sitting at your home. You don't even have to go out and clean. You go just call them out on Twitter or something, or I don't know, do whatever you want. But you can voice your opinion to help better it. So, we've learned all that, but, we've got to backtrack a bit to see, the specifics on how to help us out. So, we've looked at the many wonders, looked at what it even provides us, why we should care about it. The pollution itself, we've seen that there's more trash in the world than there are people on the planet. And due to this, slowly but surely, our own oceans are becoming toxic to us, whether we know it or not. We can help out this with small things, small steps, even if you don't think you're making a difference. Now, I love the ocean. I truly love the ocean. It's a hobby that I'm slowly starting to fall in love with. And who knows, maybe I'll study for it. Probably not. I'm probably not that smart. But it is very deep to me. And if we come together as a community, what we can learn, perhaps maybe we can better our overall health. Thank you.